All right. So the first step when doing a repair is going to be to break all these seals so we can get the nails out. So I'm going to be real careful to not create any rips or tears while I do this. Got a little tiny rip right there. Alright, so we got the shingles on the seal. We're going to try to pull these nails. Alright, there's only one nail in that bottom row, which is a little concerning. And these shingles are really stiff, and where my thumb is, we're having a lot of that leading edge is starting to tear. Just a really old brittle roof. So these nails are pulled through the top row shingles. So you gotta pull the nails out from underneath. Now on this bottom row, this bottom nail line, that's not a problem. But on the top row, we're leaving those shingles in. So now that we put holes in the nail line on the top above the shingle that is damaged, we're leaving this shingle more vulnerable to leaks in the future. All right, so I got my other shingle here. This is just a temporary shingle until we can find out the shingle manufacturer. We solder it back in. So there's a good bit more nails in here. I'll pull those out. All right, I think that's all the nails. I hope. I got my roof snake here. Got another shingle back in. Alright, so the problem I'm having is these nails want to drive crooked with this roof snake. And a proper repair so that we gotta have a flush nail head. So we'll see, that's what it's doing. All right. Give my legs a break for just a second. All right, so during this repair, we had a few spots where that leading edge is torn right there. So this can affect the shingle's ability to reseal properly, and it just gives this shingle a vulnerable spot for the next storm to get up under here and continue to rip the shingle in half. So we got a spot there. There's a little spot there. There's a little spot here. Pretty big tear there. So it just goes to show how brittle these shingles are. And so the shingle above here, if I pull this up to about where I had to get a nail in there, you can see that shingle starting to buckle there. So if I run my finger across a shingle that has not been manipulated, we don't have any granules come out. Versus if I do that on one that has, so we got a pretty good bit more granules come out of those. And I'm not forcefully knocking any granules out, just running my finger across them, just to represent, you know, it going through wind or rain and you know, just rainstorms and stuff like that. To continue to knock these granules out of here. You see we've got a little crease line there on both sides of that buckle. So with all this damage, you know, it does make this repair fail, because we're trying to lead this roof back up to its previous condition. So to make this repair fail. The back slope is the only slope I think we have any wind damage. So we are requesting a full slope replacement, at least for the back. Now where the underlayment overlaps onto the adjacent slope, we do have to tuck the underlayment underneath the end shingles on this next slope. So to do that, we have to manipulate the shingles on the adjacent slope. You know, since we can't manipulate the shingles without causing additional damage, but a full roof replacement may be necessary.